Hi guys, Jasmine here with a wrap up for the month of December. I had a really good reading month in the month of December. I was on break and I didn't do a whole lot of much while I was on vacation, so all I did was pretty much read. And I read about, I think it was 13 books, but I'm not really sure. This is going to be a longer video because I'm actually going to show you guys all the things, all the books, like in actual form, what I read, and then I'm going to show you my to-read stack. But I did get a couple of books on my e-reader. First one was a review book called The Twilight Swimmer by A.C. Kovich, something like that. And then I read another review book called Into the Deep by Missy Fleming, which was like another, those were both like mermaid-ish kind of water stories, which was interesting. And then I read Pawn by M.A. Carter, which I had gotten from a friend, and oh my god, so good. I've never read a book by M.A. Carter, but dude, I want to read every single one of them now because that book was fabulous, okay? And so those were the ones that were on my e-reader. The reason I'm going to start showing you guys like that in actual book form what I read is because I'm not going to be reading review books much because we're not doing that anymore. We're just going to be reading like our normal books, so I'll be able to show you guys. The first book, or one of the first books, was The Burning Sky by Sherry Thomas. Guys, this book was something special. Like, it was really freaking good and I really liked it and I was surprised by how much I loved it. It was really unique and it was really good. And then I read Sentinel by Jennifer L. Armentrout, this last book in the Covenant series, and I'm really sad that it's over. Like, that series has been with me forever, and I'm sad to see it end, but it had an amazing ending. And then I read Champion by Marie Lu, which was another ending to a series, and this book tore my heart out. Like, I'm just going to be blunt. It was very heartbreaking, but it was also very amazing. And then I read The Moon and More by Sarah Dessen. It's just a nice contemporary. It's actually kind of long. It's kind of a big book, and it was kind of a little too long at times, but I haven't read a book by Sarah Dessen in a while, and I was really glad I got to read it, and it was pretty cute. And then I read Not a Drop to Drink by Mindy McGinnis. The first quarter of this book was really weird. Like, it kind of throws you off, and you're kind of not sure what to think, and you kind of don't know whether to keep reading or not, but I'm really glad that I kept reading. The rest of it was really good. Like, it was just kind of like raw and intense, and it was really good. It just, you kind of had to get used to it. And then I read Reboot by Amy Santerre, and I should have read this book a long time ago because I've actually met this author twice now, and I haven't been able to talk to her about her book because I haven't read it, but I wish that I had because it was really good. Like it was really, really, really good. Like, I can't wait for the next book, and the next book is the last book in the series, so I'm just really excited. And then I read Every Day by David Leviathan. I've only read one other book by David Leviathan, and that was Invisibility, but I like his writing. I like the way that he writes, and he's also really popular, so I was really excited to read this. I've been wanting to read it for a really long time. Uh-oh, falling books. And then I read This Is What Happy Looks Like by Jennifer E. Smith, and this has taken the spot as my favorite book by this author. Like, this book was amazing. Like, I loved it so much. I read it in like one sitting, and it was just really cute. It's the nice, cute contemporary that everybody always wants. And then I actually reread this whole series. This is the Eve series by Anna Carey. I reread Even once, and then I read this for the first time. This is the last book in the series, and I've had it for a really long time, and I never read it. But I'm really glad that I did. It was very different. Like, it was really good. It was a really good ending. I liked how unique it was. Like, it matched the series, but it was also very much its own book. Okay, now we gotta move this. Ooh, don't fall. Okay. Alright. Put that over there. Oh, it fell. That's alright. Okay. I actually already read a couple books in January. The first one was Infinity Glass by Myra McIntyre. This isn't the book. It's just the flap. This is the last book in the Hourglass series, and it was really good. I think it's my favorite in the series, actually. And then I read Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. I'm so glad I finally read this book. Like, you know, it's so popular right now, and this author is becoming really, really popular. And the next book that I'm planning on reading is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. The synopsis for this is kind of interesting. Like, I'm not really sure what to think, but I've heard really, really, really good things. So I'm excited to read it, and I hope I love it as much as I loved Eleanor and Park. And then we have Unbreakable by Candy Garcia. I already read Icons by Margaret Stoll, so I've been meaning to get to this. You know, the only time I've read by this author is Beautiful Creatures, and they were together, so now I'm curious to see how they write. Oh, look. And then I have a Just One Day and Just 1 Year by Gail Forman. I love Gail Forman. If I Stay was really, really amazing. And I've heard really amazing things about this, but I didn't want to read it until I had both of them. So now I have both of them, and I can read them back to back. Okay, start the stack. And then I have Perfect Rune by Lauren DiStefano. The last book I read by Lauren DiStefano was Sever, the last book in her Chemical Garden series, and this book has, like, I just like the way she writes. She has a beautiful way of writing, and I'm really curious to see what she does with the story. And then I'm doing some more rereading, and I'm going to reread Unspoken before I read Untold. I haven't read Untold yet, but I needed to reread Unspoken because I didn't really remember a whole lot. Sarah Reese Brennan is an amazing author, but she definitely knows how to tear your heart to pieces, so I'm a little scared. There's a couple books coming out in the month of January, but I can't remember all of them. I remember like 3 of them. One of them is Into the Still Blue by Veronica Rossi. That's the last book in the Under the Never Sky series. I'm really excited to finish that. The next one is Infinite by Jodi Meadows, and that's another last book in the trilogy. And then there's also, I think Evertrue comes out at some time this month. What is the other one? I really can't remember. There's one more. I just don't remember what it is. It's making me crazy. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But there's a couple of them that you guys should definitely go pick up, and you guys should keep an eye out for my reviews, even though all the books that I just showed you I'm probably not going to be reading anytime soon. Let me know what you guys are planning on reading, and yeah, see you next month.